All right, so we find ourselves now on the third session of Blades in the Dark. Last time, y'all went down to the docks, and you, through a number of means, made your way to a boat that happened to belong to the alchemist of the Crows. As you were kind of led to believe that there would be something of value there. Inside, three of y'all struggled to open a device, but ultimately you were able to get it open, and there was a little frog, hole inside, and it gave you a message from the alchemist, basically saying there was a plan to take Rorik's soul, place it into a hull before it got, turned into ectoplasm and all that stuff, so that he could continue to live on after his death, but he was prematurely killed, and so the plan wasn't able to be carried out. So y'all now have a hull, an empty hull, and you were given the task, or told by the frog, whether or not you choose to is up to y'all, to reunite the spirit charm of Rorik's with this hull that you now have in your possession. You escaped narrowly while being chased by the blue coats, but not before leaving them with a number of fatalities and other issues. They're not super happy with y'all. So that's kind of where we left off. Y'all escaped narrowly. Wester, you were under attack by while you were defending the rest of the crew from the rooftops.
I've got harm.
Yes, you have taken some harm. And is it Liddy? Is that your name, Jazzy?
Yes.
Liddy took on some trauma from her experience and is now obsessed with acid. The last time we played, it is, but it fit the situation. You just struggled with it a little bit too much, and it drove you to madness. So, last time we finished by calculating y'all's XP. So, if there was anything that y'all needed to do left with that, feel free to go ahead and do that. And then beyond that, we'll move into downtime. And so, Ash, you had said you had a couple of questions before we move into the downtime, just about clarifying some stuff.
Just to recap myself a little bit, the very last thing that I've written in my notes is something I don't totally recall. I'd written down that Beltombo, the right-hand man of Rorik. I'm trying to recall who the hell Beltombo is.
Yes, so the frog message mentioned Beltombo, the right hand of Rorik, as someone to potentially pursue as anything of value that Rorik had. Namely, maybe the spirit shard or any other nice items that he might have had. Perhaps, any of his important belongings would probably be in the possession of Beltombo.
Okay.
That's what...
and I guess for my own clarification, because I wrote down that he is the right-hand man of Rorik.
Yes.
But Lissa was sort of like the obvious successor to Rorik, even if Beltombo was the right-hand man? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Intercrow politics.
Okay.
Just because he's the right-hand man doesn't mean that he's necessarily, second in command. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of like Mike Pence. He's second in command, but is he really the qualified person? No, it's Lissa.
Well, he's just...
I was going to compare it more to a chief of staff rather than the vice president or something.
I think that's a better comparison. Chief of staff. The person who does the work.
Okay. Yeah, that was my main clarification.
Okay. So, moving forward, does anyone else have any other questions before we move on?
Nope. I don't think so.
Okay. So, the next thing to do would be for the payoff. Target score is higher tier. So as far as your rep, let me bring up the sheet. I assume, have y'all been keeping track of these for yourselves? The progress that y'all been making?
The progress of our experience? The little notches that we're getting in insight and prowess and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But also for your... are any of y'all keeping track of your crew?
I am not.
Progress?
I've been writing stuff on it.
The crew sheet? Okay. I am.
Yeah, 4 heat.
Okay. You have 4 heat?
Yeah, we have 4 heat.
Shoot.
We had 4 heat.
You got more than that.
Yeah, before we ended that
Yeah,
finale.
you got more than that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll say you gain 2 rep. That's the default. So you should have 4 rep now, I think. After the last 2 sessions, we might not have done rep last time.
We didn't do rep.
Look at us. Yeah.
So we'll say you're at 4 rep.
Okay.
Because of the past 2 sessions, and then let's see.
The crew in the crew's coffers had 2 coins before this. So.
Yes, and so the payoff when you arrive back at your base one of these days in between, because you always kind of take like a week off. This was like the downtime. Y'all received an anonymous package. In it, there was just basically like a little thank you, not much else. More to come type message, with 6 coin. Your payment for successfully carrying out the activity. A standard score.
No, love this person or
-E.
Okay.
Okay.
Amencio.
Well, no, Amencio started with an A.
Or Elias.
Oh, that is an A. You're right.
Effer, you would assume.
Effer.
Wait,
Yeah.
Effer. Okay.
Okay. So then, moving on to heat. I didn't realize y'all were at 4. Oh boy.
Well, we killed a couple of cops, sounds like.
No, but we were at 4
but we didn't
before that.
Before.
No, I know, so it's going to be higher now.
Yeah,
also,
no,
didn't I just throw the cops in the water? We don't know if they died.
Well, it was some pretty dangerous water. Also, Ash tumbled with
Ash
blood.
killed a guy, I think.
Yeah.
Or Ash or Jazzy killed a guy. One of y'all killed a guy.
But do they have evidence on us? Could they pin it on us? Dead men tell no tales, right?
Pretty sure there was like a lot of cops still on the
But
docks
ghosts
that
can.
we didn't murder.
There, if nothing else, there were definitely people that saw Ash, who he was fighting up and close, and then escaped with y'all.
I
also
chucked
the people
my
on the
guy off a
boats,
roof, okay? I chucked
You
my
did.
guy
There
off
was-
a roof.
But as you were escaping, I believe I said there were others coming closely.
There was.
If nothing else, people matching your description were seen at the crime. So this is going to be something that we're going to have to figure out on the fly, because I hadn't thought about this. Because y'all are going to gain 4 heat from it being loud and chaotic, high exposure. Because, you made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
You made a lot. You blew up a transformer, Ash. And
Listen, y'all tried to escape in a rowboat with holes in it, okay?
It worked.
They were patched. They were patched.
Got away! Did it!
And you're gonna get +2 more heat if killing was involved, which there was. It says whether the crew did the killing or not, bodies draw attention. So there's some heat, which means
We're at
if y'all were at
level
4 and you gained up to another 6, you were at wanted level 1, heat level 1.
Okay.
So
What does that mean?
It means we're wanted.
I know I'm wanted.
So what it means is now you could be caught and thrown in prison.
Oh, no.
And if you are, then you have to serve time in order to get past the wanted level.
Okay.
Let's see. And so that's the only way to get rid of your wanted level is to become incarcerated. Now, we'll see if this
willingly?
happens. No, or if you get caught and you serve it, then it goes down. You gotta do the time. So we will see about if y'all get incarcerated, because if someone gets caught maybe at some point for some reason, we might be switching the direction of this game to become the escapists. Okay, so that takes care of heat. Let's see what else we got going on. We need to do an entanglement. This is perfect. Because additionally, I didn't tell you guys this, but your faction relationship with the Bluecoats will have been significantly tanked, because not only did you make them look like fools because they couldn't
Catch us.
they couldn't catch you, but also you took some of them out. So, just trying to find the part. There's so many different sheets here. There's a part where you can figure out exactly how much your relationship with another faction matters. Let me find that real quick. You'll talk amongst yourselves.
I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure I think we talked about moving the factions last time, but I'm not sure we did. Yeah.
So we're gonna say that you are now hostile with the Blue Coats gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
those guys.
You guys have made them so mad that if they see you, it's no longer going to be LaRose being like, "Oh, hey, you want to do a job for us?" It's going to be LaRose like, "Hey, you're coming downtown with me," right? So
there are some nice restaurants downtown, though. Those eel pies.
There you go. Ooh, cap wine to die
They're serving
for.
different eel pies than the other restaurants, which also only serve eel pies.
Yeah, I also
better eel
I said
pies.
to die for. What I meant is cap wine that might kill you. How it goes. Use exotic mushrooms. Don't know what you're gonna get. Okay, so y'all are hostile with the Blue Coats. So what we're gonna do is based on your heat, which actually is low because your wanted level is high. So we're gonna have someone roll for that. Where is my sheet?
How many dice?
It's gonna be. Hold on. Wait, where's the entanglements? There it is. Roll a number of dice equal to your wanted level, and use it to determine the result. So roll
that's
one dice,
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Don't use mine.
I'm rolling. I rolled a 2.
That's what I rolled.
Okay. So let me just read about that. Yeah, because luckily your heat wasn't high enough, so you couldn't really get too much trouble. All right. Okay. Okay, so Ash.
Yes.
Remember last time? This kind of got you a lot of heat. You were talking a lot when you got your clothing or whatever. I forget exactly what you were doing, but it was when you were engaging in your vices.
I went to a fancy dress shop and I was buying a nice cloak, nice shoes, whatever my whole one coin could spend there.
Right. So you brought a lot of attention on yourselves. This event happened where you guys did this, and so some people have been looking around for you. It turns out that do you remember the name of the person that you were buying clothes from? Oh, I don't know if you had one. You might just make it up.
No, I took it off of. There was a name of the shop that I took off of the PDF, but I'm just going to call him Drake. Drake.
So turns out Drake, Blue Coats showed up, knocking a couple things over, and Drake, not so quiet about what's going on. So what you need to figure out is how loyal is Drake to you to keep their mouth shut. So Ash, you're going to have to make a fortune roll to see if they resist the questioning. So then let me look at what fortune roll even means.
I hope he's loyal to me
quick.
because I literally spend all of my paychecks there. It's the only thing I do.
What is a fortune roll?
So a fortune roll is essentially, I want to say it's what happens when it has nothing to do with your stats. It's basically fate. It's out of your hands. So fortune roll says the GM determines the dice pool, generally 1 to 4, based on the fictional trait that applies to the situation, morale, toughness, quality, etc. Roll the dice and read the highest single result to determine how strongly that trait manifests in the situation at hand. So basically, let's come up with a fictional thing here. Ash, how well do you know Drake?
I want to say that, depending on how long I have been doing these sort of jobs on the side, every week I go in there and I blow the entirety of my paycheck buying extravagant luxury clothing.
Okay.
Which I guess sort of in comparison to the uber wealthy probably isn't that much money, but it's the entirety of my money. So
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna say you can roll 2.
Okay.
To roll 2 dice. You guys aren't like best friends or anything like that. You see him on a regular basis, though. Maybe he'll cover for you because he likes you because you give him business.
And I'm just giving you the highest number that I roll. Is that right?
Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Double sixes.
Double sixes?
Wow.
Hold on a second.
Take this boy to Vegas.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Hold on. Usual suspects. All right, so we're gonna say
I want to believe that he loves me and that he's been overcharging me like crazy, which is why he doesn't want to get rid of my business.
Yeah, so look, let's be fair, okay? Ash rolled double sixes. That's a crit. I don't think we've seen a crit yet, or maybe one or two, maybe throughout this entire thing. So we're gonna say, turns out Drake loves you. You're like the highlight of Drake's week, and not only that, but Drake is actually really pretty clever guy. He was able to actually kind of take send the Bluecoats on a different kind of trail, kind of lead them towards somebody else. Maybe someone who stiffed Drake at some point. Anyway, so Drake covered for you so well that you guys can take down one heat. You could actually reduce some heat for your group. So I think I should put you at 0 now.
That would put us at like wanted 1 but heat 0. Is that what you're saying?
You're still wanted, but your heat's 0.
Got it.
And the way it kind of works is on this meter anyway, is like your wanted level, you get level 1, and then you also need to be high heat to be like in the situation where you will just get straight up arrested. Otherwise, it comes down to context. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think that covers our entanglements. Y'all all got your money. We did our heat. We did our payoff. So now it's down to downtime. What do y'all want to do during your downtime?
I want to finish my information gathering on Effer Lane because I am halfway done.
Ooh.
Okay, you're going to keep doing your information gathering on Effer. All right. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what we had to roll last time?
I think I did consort. I was using my connections to see if I can get more information about it. Mm-hmm. So I rolled 2 dice because I have 2 points in it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2? All right, so I believe that takes you up to 2.
Mm-hmm. And up 2. I'm going to do that again for my second action because I want to get this done. It's our last one, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Double ones.
Oh no.
Random snake eyes.
So yeah, sadly.
Is that like half
no. A 1 actually counts. A 1 still counts. Huh. You were just struggling to find those last little bits of information, but you still were able to work towards that project. I think we're just gonna say that covers it for you. We're gonna say you finished that. So, what do you want to know about Effer?
Well, obviously he's a cop, right? Why would he be helping us?
So he's an investigator.
He still is working with the cops, with the Bluecoats. Why would he be helping us?
So one thing to think about here, and this is an important distinction, is the investigators and the cops don't really work together. You can almost think of it as kind of like the FBI and the cops. So it's like the investigators are a completely different department. They're coming from a completely different place, and so their goals might not align with the Bluecoats, especially the Bluecoats that you guys are used to because they're fairly corrupt, as you're aware. So he's a Fed at the end of the day. He's a
Fed. Okay. So basically I want to know who is he working for? Because he's an investigator. How much information has he gotten
on
this particular project?
Like, what do you mean? How much information has he got on
this whole thing with the crows?
So Rorik and the crows. You want to see if maybe you learned something that he knows about the crows, or maybe his history. So, Effer Lane is pretty well known. Like I said in the first session, he's sort of like the Sherlock Holmes of this scenario. Well known to be very effective in rooting out whatever information he goes for, but he only really shows up in very high-profile situations. And he is known to be kind of a bit off, a bit weird, and always seems to be playing a deeper game. He always seems to be playing everybody to try and get to the root of something. But he's known to, like I said, be very effective. And as far as you can determine, and as far as everybody else is aware, seems to be a pretty straight and narrow guy. Doesn't seem, he's one of the few that seem uncorruptible. So one of the people that you got your information from was Amencio. Amencio knows everybody pretty well. He's been doing this for a very long time. And he told you that, he's got a pretty good relationship with Effer. They disagree from time to time. They don't always work on the same side of things. But even when they do, he knows him to play, I guess, fair is what Amencio would say. As far as any extra information you would have gathered on this, Effer has been gathering notes, and you happened to get a little piece of this from another one of the people at the Leaky Bucket that kind of passed you some info. It looks like Effer is examining relationships between the crows and members of the sashes and the lamps. It seems there's some inter-gang discussion going on, like between gangs, that wouldn't necessarily be viewable on the surface. You think of them as three different separate groups, but maybe there's a little bit something more going on there. And that's kind of where your trail runs cold. You don't really learn much more. He's got his life pretty well locked up tight.
Okay.
That feel sufficient?
Yeah.
Yeah? Any other questions that maybe you would have been looking for?
No, I think I was basically looking for, like... I just want to know how much of a threat he is to us.
Yeah, so I'll say that as far as what you could tell, he does not see you as a threat.
Okay.
All of y'all.
Yeah, didn't we, we tied him up, but we also helped him. So, he's a friend, not an enemy.
And, and he deals with big time, and you guys are small time, so...
Oh, okay, rude.
Frenemy.
Okay, so Jazzy, that was your two things that you can do during downtime. So there you go.
Yep.
All right, who next?
Riven goes up to Talker and is like, do you want to gamble?
Funny that you should say that. I had an itch that can only be scratched
I could sense it.
Where do you go? Because my place is the Dusk Manor Club in White Crown.
I go down to the Atlantis. It's a very fancy place.
Hey, okay. Lady Dusk is usually my go-to, but I'll defer to you this time. All right.
Why not both? We've got a If one of the places is just not vibing with us, we can go win big at the other place.
I love it. Let's do it. Where do we want to go first?
I'm very interested in your place first. We can go to there.
I'll introduce you to Lady Dusk at the Dusk Manor Club. Let's go.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Ooh, Papa's gonna win a new pair of shoes.
Scoot on down to the to Lady Dusk. Okay. So the Lady Dusk Manor Club in White Crown. It's fancier than you might think. You step through those disgusting, brick door or brick wall, dirty door down, you go like a creepy alleyway, the exact kind of place where you would expect y'all to hang out. And then you head inside, and it's lots of drapes, very vampiric, we'll say. You feel a little at home. Similar to y'all's kind of theater style base that y'all have. So yeah, head on in.
I want you to know that I also borrowed one of Wester's fancy coats. Well, he's borrowed. Yeah, he's got so many. He won't notice there's one missing for a night.
Okay. So, real quick before we start, what stress level are you guys each at?
Oh yeah,
I've got 6 stress.
Me too.
Great. Oh, you guys are
6 out of 9.
0 stress, 1 trauma.
So, y'all are going to be fine. Roll, what you each are going to do is make an attribute roll using your character's lowest attribute rating. So, probably 1 die or 2, I'd imagine.
Well, if
one
it's
for sure. There's no way we have one in every single thing.
Yeah. So then what that would be is, like usual, you're going to roll 2 dice and take the lowest roll. Or I guess in this context, you would... Yeah, you'll take the lowest roll. Unless the highest roll puts you over, then I would take that roll, because that's like the most damaging in that situation. But
I guess I'm going to try command. I'm going to try command, which I have 0 in. And... Hey, that's not bad. I rolled a 4 and a 6, so I'll take that 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, take that 4.
Can it be any, like, do we have to choose a, like, command or prowl or anything
just
like
whatever
that?
your lowest stat is, whatever your lowest stat is.
Okay, so yeah, it's mine.
deal.
I have 0s as well, so mine is a 5 and a 2. So 2 is my lowest.
So you're gonna lose 2. So you guys, you go to Lady Dusk's, and Enna, you're rolling. It's all right. It's good. You make a little bit of your money back, not a ton. You kind of break even a little bit. Talker, you're doing a little bit better. You're rolling a little bit higher. You're feeling pretty good about things. And overall, you guys both do pretty well. Talker, we'll say you walk away with 1 extra coin.
Ooh, whoa. All right.
And you reduce your stress by 4. Enna, you reduce your stress by 2.
Great.
Yeah. Y'all are good.
Feeling pretty good about this one, but I feel like I've won as much as I can here. Let's go to your place now.
All right, let's go.
Are y'all going to keep going? Because that was your first action. Are you guys going to keep going?
We're going to use the second action at the Atlantis.
Doubling down. Doubling down.
That's classic gambling move.
Classic horrible decision. Okay, so where are you guys going to go?
The Atlantis.
Where's your place? The Atlantis?
Yeah.
Is that
it's
on
not
here,
actually on the... No, I don't have a map in front of me. I made it up.
So where's the Atlantis? I assume
it's in the fanciest...
near the water?
Well, it's fancy. Sure, it's a fancy dock casino.
I think Brightvale is supposed to be the fancy
riverboat. Yeah, it's a riverboat. Yeah, it's like one of those Tradwhale riverboats. It's a casino on the sea. And it's run.
The sea is like terrifying.
It's a casino.
Casino. There you go. Get it. The captain is also like the owner, and he goes by King Triton, obviously.
King Triton sends his regards. All right, so same deal. You get outside this boat, a little more cramped. It's a little more kind of like you see some more seedier characters, but then you also see some really well-to-do characters. And it seems like they took the idea of international waters and put it right off the shore. They didn't really understand the whole international waters part of it. So doing some seedy things there. Both of y'all roll same deal as you did before.
Seedy.
D.
These puns, too good. I got a 6 and a 4.
Okay.
I got a 5 and a 1.
Okay,
womp,
good.
Womp.
Because, actually, so you got a 6 and a 4 and a... Oh, I have to decide here. We're gonna... Because here's the deal, right? When you roll a failure, you're supposed to fail, right? When you don't hit the thing, you're supposed to lose. Because in this context, it says use the... highest die result, but since y'all are rolling 2, normally you would take the lowest die result because it's like you're rolling on a 0. That said, each of you, the highest thing that you rolled would actually put you over into overindulgence territory. And you guys have both been pushing this whole time to gamble, which I think speaks to overindulgence. So you guys are both going to overindulge. You're going to, you clear all your stress, but some bad stuff happens. So I want you each... Yeah. Or just one of you. Roll a dice for me and tell me what you get, and I'll tell you what happens.
1.
Okay.
Should have gone with me. I rolled a 5.
You don't know what the bad is.
It's fine. Maybe it'll be good at being bad things. Maybe we just go...
And a roll of 5.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we just go to the gelato place instead. Eel gelato.
There's some really good,
that's disgusting,
negative things that could happen, and I'm just I'm so tempted. Let's see.
Do it.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Combined together, both of you, you've attracted some trouble. So, you were out all night. rolling them dice. And, it went into the late evening. And, in the evening, some of the people disappear, some of the people stay out. Even though it's nighttime all the time, even though it's dark out all the time, people still have work hours and sleeping hours.
We all got watches, we got clocks.
Yeah.
Slaves to them.
So you're during those hours that are kind of twilight, that a lot of people don't like to hang out. So I would like it if one of you could roll once again for me on an entanglement. So one more roll for me if you could.
3.
A 3. Give me a second. 3. Okay. Gang trouble. Y'all,
great.
As you're on your way home, you happen to run into some bluecoats.
Oh no.
So, y'all are strolling home, making a lot of noise, merrily walking through the streets.
Yeah, we're making it rain.
Yeah, you got that coin. You're talking about it,
and people.
And then you hear the familiar whistle. It's just that little tweet, 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 and see a couple of blue coats behind you with their little clubs, kind of tinging them along some of the lampposts and things. Kind of like, what are y'all doing out late at night?
Going home.
Winning at life.
Winning.
Winning.
What did you win?
I won. This winning personality that I have.
Oh, why don't you show me that winning purse analogy?
Ooh,
Catch my drift.
I nudge Talker. I point at your purse. I don't know.
I don't carry a purse, sir.
In gambling, they talk about the winner's purse. I was trying to be subtle about it.
I thought it was the winner's curse.
No, there's no curse of winning. No.
Is this not it?
This is the curse coming true. Yes, you're right. Right before.
Wait, so then there is a curse.
The curse is this conversation right now that's happening.
I currently feel cursed. So you've got about 30 seconds to either hand me that or get this.
You got it. And so I keep walking for the other 30 seconds.
Okay, Anna, do you do anything?
Riven takes out, I guess, I know we've got coin, and coin is a big amount. Like, is it like an actual physical coin? Just one coin? Oh gosh. Okay.
You probably have it. You probably have it in small bills. Okay.
Okay.
Like smaller coins.
I do. Yeah, I continue to do a make it rain move, and Riven's just like in the face of the blue coat. Yeah, and then I run.
Like in his face. Like you're hitting him in the face.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you to roll. What would you call that? How are you? What skill would you say? Because it's some kind of a distraction or something.
Finesse.
All right.
Listen.
Sure, we'll call that a finesse.
Okay, so I will roll finesse. I have a 2 in finesse.
Oh boy.
3 and a 6, baby. 6.
Okay, so you take that 6. So yeah, you start. You're
that 6,
making it rain, and at first the guy looks annoyed, but you do it so much that there's so many coins that he's trying to catch it and stuff, and so then he actually starts picking them up, and so you get enough time to kind of get a good distance away. You're down 1 coin. There's 1 coin's worth of coins that you used to escape, essentially. And I like that Talker made you spend one of your coins while he just walked away.
I didn't make anybody do anything. I didn't make anybody do anything.
I know that we have been getting a lot of heat from the blue coats, and I was like, this isn't worth it. It's not. I made all that money at the casino, so fine. It's a loss.
All right, and and we'll say that that also it helped a little bit with the blue coats. Not enough to fully raise you up a thing, but you played ball. They like that. They didn't really have to do too much to get the money out of you. Okay, So that's both of y'all's things. You guys have 0 stress. Rick, you're up 1 coin, and you're down 1 coin. That's that. That's what we call transfer of wealth, y'all. So, Ash, Wester, what are you doing for your downtime?
All right, so I guess first, I would like to. I have a broken nose, so I'm going to use.
Oh no!
I'm going to use a recover action as my first action, which I guess I need to ask you how much of a healing clock I need for my broken nose.
Yeah, it's a level 1 or a level 2?
It's a level 1.
Okay, we'll just say 4. That's the smallest clock you can do.
And then to tick the healing clock, like when you fill
your healer rolls.
Yeah, for the recover thing, do I just get 1 tick? How does this work?
So yeah, you're supposed to have a healer. So I think what I'll say is you can either have one of your teammates roll for you as a healer, if somebody has that like ability, or rather just somebody's trying to like essentially perform like first aid on you kind of stuff. And we'll say that we'll do at like we'll do that based on one of their stats and then maybe do like a -1. Or you could pay like a coin to essentially like go to a doctor and have a higher range to roll, essentially.
That'd cost me money, so I'm not doing that. So
okay.
I guess Jazz, or Liddy, you're pretty skilled with like potions and whatnot. Are you skilled with healing at all? You think you could take a look at my nose?
It's broken.
It is. Would you mind, like, I don't know, you got any like potions or bandages?
I don't do business in medicine.
Only poison.
I got potions. I got lots of stuff. I got acid. We could burn that. We can cauterize it.
Listen, you seem pretty heavily focused on the acid here. Maybe if you got some spare fabrics that you're not using anymore, that I could just like.
No, these silks are mine.
How about some herbs? You got any like herb stuff?
I hand you a wad of cotton.
I'll take it, I guess.
So what I suggest is you take the cotton and you just shove it right up your nose.
That's what I'm gonna basically do.
And then eventually you'll stop bleeding, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna look like that for a long time.
Jazzy, what's your finesse?
My finesse? 1.
That's
I'm surprised I have
Ash, what's your finesse?
Mine's 1 as well, though. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say that you can do, you can roll a 2 on that because you've got your finesse and then you've got her helping you, sort of.
Okay.
So
Am I taking the higher or lower?
You'll take the higher.
Okay. 2 is the highest.
Okay, so that'll fill 1 segment on the clock. So you have 3 segments left on the clock to heal that. You could do it again, I think.
Not gonna happen.
Let's see.
I could.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. It would be pretty foolish for me to indulge my vice since I'm at 0 stress, so I'm going to indulge my vice.
Okay. So once again, you head on down to Drake's Fabrics, and he tells you all.
The name is Dundridge and Son, so it must be Drake Dundridge.
Drake Dundridge, he's one of the sons. Drake Dundridge, you're there, Drake's there, you guys are chit-chatting the whole time, and once again, you just can't help talk. Well, go ahead and roll.
I mean, Drake's asking him about his nose and why is it stuffed with cotton.
Yeah.
And
it's like, is that a new
Wester's, let me give you the deets.
I'm gonna tell it. Do you have this in blue coat?
Also, if you get any blood on it, you have to pay for it, Ash.
I pay literally through the nose every time I come to this place. All right.
That's why it's broken.
What am I rolling?
Just roll 1 dice.
Okay. That is a 1, good sir.
Okay, so as you're bragging, guess who happens to hear but a blue coat that happens to also be shopping in this same store.
These guys are everywhere.
So you're currently like getting dressed. Like I imagine you're like, you're like you're getting a wedding dress. No, it's like you're standing in like the center area and Drake is putting fabrics over you. Oh, this would look great on you. Oh, yes, this. Oh, yes, that. And so a blue coat just basically like walks out from behind a screen and is kind of staring and tapping his little baton while you just keep on talking about this thing that you did with the blue coats. What do you do?
Hey there, officer. How long have you been there?
Oh, I've been here for quite some time there, laddie.
It's the same one that harassed me in Talker. Same one.
Officer Staven here, reporting for duty.
No!
Okay, so you probably heard me talking about this luxurious blue coat that I'm buying, huh?
No, I heard about the thing where you broke into our dock and destroyed a boat. And then headbutted one of our guards and got a broken nose.
No, you must have misheard all of that. I was talking about I was breaking in a frock that I was wearing, and there was a blue coat that went along with it.
So I want you to roll, because you're clearly trying to like manipulate him. You're trying to like, get out of this. Like, hey, I'm going to buy you out, pay you off.
Mm-hmm.
So
is that a sway?
There might be a sway. Yeah. Or a command, if you want to be a little more commanding about it, depending on how you do it. But obviously, don't know how that'll work.
I have one into command, so I'll do a command.
Okay. So tell me what you tell him. You're basically like, you should take this and leave me alone.
Or, no, good sir, you did not hear that. Let me tell you, I was talking about my frock. Do you have ears? Frock and blue coat, not Doc and the blue coats. That's a 5!
Okay. So the blue coat kind of like uncomfortably like looks over at at Drake and like kind of like exchanges like a look, and Drake kind of Drake's on your side. Drake's like, yeah, that's what he said. That's how Drake sounds. Yeah. You came in and said, oh, my blue coat is dark. So the blue coat kind of looks you up and down. Carry on then, and leaves.
Drake, I'm going to need a frock to go with this.
Get a frock. But I will say you take a stress from that.
Okay.
So even though you're indulging your vice, you actually took on stress. Okay. So,
do you know what a frock is, by the way?
I don't.
It's a woman or girl's dress.
That's
a
fine.
long gown with flowing sleeves worn by monks, priests, or clergy.
I can pull it off.
Listen, it's beautiful.
I can pull it off. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I want to see you wearing a ball gown, basically.
Okay.
Have you seen the picture of him?
We've seen it before.
Yeah, of him as a Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
Oh yes.
What?
It's a pretty great one. Oh, it's classic. Classic.
When we played Civ.
There's a real picture.
Mm-hmm. My aunt is a costume designer, and she was making a Queen Elizabeth dress as a costume for another man that was of similar build to me, and so I test wore it. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen this picture.
I need this.
Yeah.
Jazz, I need you to send this to me right now.
I have to find it.